Welcome to the second broadcasted round of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate competition here at the Collegiate Esports Commissioners Cup 2024, presented by McDonald's of North Texas. Before we begin, we again wish to thank our partners in Generation Esports and Nintendo for their help to approve and license this event. Now, let's meet and greet to the stage our two featured teams. Introducing your 13th seed, Quinnipiac University. The lineup: Baco, Grit, Moat, Kitana. And their opponents in the 15th seed, the University of Houston. Suit, Buffles, Richter, Disguised Oak, Drake, Dulos. Now, please welcome back to the stage for the pre-match showdown, your host, Hercules.
Can we give a round of applause for how all of the Smash games have been going and how it's about to go down? All right, let's bring out one player from each side because I'd love to talk to y'all before this one goes down. So guys, we've got a crazy matchup. We've got Quinnipiac versus University of Houston. Hello, my name's Hercules. Nice to meet you.
My name's Baco, but you can call me Jonathan.
And I've heard a lot about you behind the scenes. I'm excited to talk to you. And over on this side, I think we have somebody coming on the way. But for now, let's start over with you. I've got a lot, man. I've heard great things about you. I heard that you have the capability to pretty much flow state your team into success. Does that mean, that there's like an added bit of pressure for you when you go out onto the stage?
That does mean that there's a bit of pressure, but it's something that I live for, and it's something that makes me play better, and that's why I'm that guy when the stocks are down. And yeah, that's what I love to do. I love to take it back when there's a huge disadvantage.
Love that. And obviously you guys you're kind of coming into this a little bit as an underdog. However, you saw what just went down with UTA before. Is there a world where that same storyline kind of gets created for y'all?
I think that's not the storyline, that's the future.
Love that. Not the storyline, but it is the future. And you hearing that on the other end of things here, I gotta ask you, obviously, you're David in the Goliath story on this one, okay? You know that this might not be, quote unquote, as big a challenge as you might feel, but is there a bit of pressure? Again, you saw the UTA series. Is there a world where this man right here starts to give you guys a challenge?
We've always been the underdog every single time. We don't have funding for our organization. We don't really get support, but we always put in as much effort as we can in every situation. We never give up, and we look for every advantage that we can. We always try to eat right, always try to get all the good sleep that we can. We try our best at every moment we can, and even when we lose sometimes, we know we did our best, and we're never going to back down.
I love hearing that from you guys. I mean, it's obviously, in the collegiate space, it's something kind of new in esports where it doesn't really quite get the attention that we all feel it deserves. And obviously here at CECC, they try their best to give you guys everything, especially lands like this growing with every year. What does an event like this kind of mean to a team and a school like y'all?
Well, we constantly compete against schools who get scholarships for Smash, Rocket League, all the events that you have here, and we beat them a lot of the time. That's why we're here. That's why we're on this stage. And we want to prove to our university that we deserve the funding. We deserve the recognition that other sports have. We want to be there. We want to be at this place every single time, and we just got to show them up. We got to show them every single time that we, despite everything going against us, can win.
I love that. Well, your shining moment to do that is about to commence in a couple moments here. Thank you both for joining me here up on the stage. Good luck to the both of you. But for now, I think it is time, so I will let you both head back here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Crowd, guys, let's give it up one more time for our teams. The game is about to begin.
CECC Mate Madness stream, of course, sponsored by McDonald's of North Texas. Once again, I am Cy, being joined by the man, the myth, the legend, EE, and we are very excited to get some more matches going for you. So we've got Quinnipiac versus Houston coming in. It looks like Baco is going to be leading the charge. I think he's their team lead. Should be pretty solid. We've seen some pretty good stuff from Houston as well with Suit. So EE, how you feeling about this?
I'll tell you how I'm feeling about this. Let me show you something. Let me show you something real quick. Everybody out there, what do you see back here? See 2 commentators, right? 2 casters. 2 cups of water. That's great, right? Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay filled up. Now, riddle me this. Why are beautiful and well-prepared analyst desks of 4 have about 8 or 10 cups of Smoothie King on there, and we can't get one between the 2 of us? Somebody riddle me this, and how do we correct this issue? Because we get thirsty, too. I'm just saying. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you. That's my TED Talk. That's my TED Talk.
Yeah, man. So Suit, he did pretty good at Rise and Grind.
Yeah, not bad. 33rd.
Yeah, 33rd. Shout outs to him. I do also like smoothies, you know. Berries, bananas, all that stuff.
Strawberry kiwi breeze, man. I'll take it, man.
But that aside, yes, we will be getting some Smash action for you guys in a moment here. I was checking out a couple of players here. I saw Puffles, looking them up. Looks like they're going to be playing Young Link. I love Young Link, huge Young Link fan. Love that character. A little bit underrepresented in the meta, but also just kind of a reason he kind of just dies sometimes.
He does. I mean, you know, it's always a heated debate between people. Who's the best Link? Young Link, Toon Link, regular Link? I don't freaking know at this point. How about you just play Link and you just show me something, Chris? How about that? And we'll call it a day. You know what I'm saying? So I do like this, though, that we are getting to showcase some of the teams on the lower bracket side. I think that's a good look because you never know who's going to kind of rise up from that obscurity, you know what I'm saying, and really kind of claim a place in the finals. It can happen, man. Underdog stories are something we all love to talk about, so I'll be interested to see.
Yeah, you can tell looking at the cams there. I see Baco looking super confident. Everyone's saying he's been clutch. I've been hearing that all weekend. Seems like he's probably saved his team a couple of times. They also have Grit, very good Bowser player. I think I've actually seen a couple of his sets. And Katana, pretty good Joker, kind of just like hanging around on the East Coast, doing pretty good at their locals and stuff. So, yeah, we should definitely have some exciting gameplay for you. I don't know who on their team is wearing a shiesty, but that is interesting energy to bring to a crew battle. I don't know if he's super good. I don't know if he has something to say. I don't know if he's involved in the Kendrick and Drake disses. I don't know if he's one of the Ghost Riders. I don't really know what's happening here, but either way, I'm excited to see what Houston has to offer.
That's the player you don't want to see outside a bracket, all right?
Guard your wallet.
The cleanup, man.
Do you know where your keys are right now? Make sure.
I got a feeling, man. I took an Uber here, so we're good. Play it safe, side. Play it safe.
Play it safe.
Come on now.
Walk in pairs. So I see a Diglett over there. Also, shout outs to Circle. I will say these really cool Circle water bottles I have. Really enjoying this. You can put different flavors in there. You can change the intensity. You can change the caffeine levels. This is really cool. It's a really cool invention. And if you don't want to drink anything too sugary or sweet, you can just turn the dial and make it regular water. So, yeah, that Circle water bottle right there, definitely pick one up. I don't even know if this product is released yet, but
wow,
I'm a huge fan.
You could just turn that. You got to show me how to use that later. That's pretty insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm pumped for it. So, coming up to the stage, I do not know either of these people by their face, but I will know once the overlay changes, and I will be able to give you analysis based on what that says.
It's all about the overlay. It's all about the tags.
All right. So easy. I do see, all right, that's going to be Katana coming in. As I said, very good Joker player. Excited to see what they can do. Joker spot in the meta. Unfortunately, I feel like it just kind of rests in the shoulders of Leo and occasionally Omega at this point. Like, I don't think there's that many players.
For NA, absolutely, yeah. For NA, absolutely, yeah. But, over there in Japan, man, they got a ton of good Jokers for sure. So, man, this, Joker's one of these are actually 2 of my favorite characters in the roster. So I'm actually pretty excited to kick these off with Joker versus Aegis. 2 very explosive characters. Different win conditions for sure. You know all about Joker, man. It's going be about getting that combo game up, and those setups off of those aerials are very potent, but it's always the closing blows with Arsene that are the difference maker. For Aegis, she's got it built in, man. I got my combo game with Mithra, and then Pyra's going to be my cleanup hitter.
Yeah, Sue playing amazing right now. Definitely hanging out on that Mithra. Wants to be able to match that Joker speed, match that Joker's range data, and it's really throwing Kitana off. I know Joker gets so much mileage out of just overwhelming his opponent, but Mithra keeps up great. And now we have the Pyra out here, as well as the Arsene, so both of them kind of at their strongest states here.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I thought he just kind of threw that for a second.
Definitely went super low on that recovery, but going to make it back. Oh, set him up to send him out. Yes, sir.
Yeah, classic down air and up air, super easy stuff right there for Suit at 101%. I will say the edge guards from Joker's perspective on this are really easy. Counter kind of just shuts down both of their recoveries, so Suit's going to have to be extra careful once that Arsene is on deck. But outside of that, Suit just really playing it amazing right here. Controlling all the pressure with that neutral air, just forcing Kitana out of the air anytime that he jumps. It's looking really solid for Suit so far.
Yeah, Katana's really going to have to pick it up. Okay, you're going to get another chance right here with Arsene. Do not let it go to waste. Hard to get those hits in, though, when you're always the one taking some damage for sure. And no hesitation at all. Going to bring back out Pyra.
Yeah, and Pyra, she's dead.
Yeah, that is
well,
a fact.
That's enough about that. So back to Mithra. So he does have the speed to, of course, kind of like contest him, and that was kind of helping a lot. Like he would kind of just run back and wait for Kitana to just whip a couple of back airs. But Kitana really doing well. Ooh. Great hit with the gun.
That was so solid, bro. Just a single gun. Blah, blah. See you later.
Yeah, maybe Kitana should be wearing the shiesty. Great.
Low
great
key, bro. Let me borrow that real quick.
Yeah. He's having his fried rice with the blaming.
Bro came to play right now. Loving what I'm seeing. Great reversal there. Not quite enough. I'm going to switch back. I like that, actually. A little bit of a guessing game between Pyra and Mithra. Maybe throw Kitana off his toes. Ooh. Tried to make a big call out, though. Wanted that Rebels guard, but was not able to connect.
Yeah, that Rebels guard, it's been tricky for so long because, of course, Joker can hold it, determine how long the counter is. Yeah. So Suit just got a little thrown off. A lot of people don't just, not hold it, so I probably would have messed up my time in there, too. But either way, Suit, 92% so far. Not a whole lot answering here. Great position with that back here. Can Kitana close this out with Quinnipiac in the first lead?
Let's find out. This would be tremendous for sure. Playing from behind for all of this. But a chance to really bring this one back. High pace, high octane matchup. I wasn't sure if we were going to go for some sort of suicide dare attempt right there or just play it safe and stay on the stage. Looks like that's going to be it. Catches the roll.
Great side B to kind of eliminate that ledge trapping for Suit. Still struggling here. Arsene off deck. Going to be a lot harder for him to get those kills, minus a big call out. Tries it with the up smash. I love the attempt. Not going to come out. Suit kind of reacting just in time here, but
up two? Yeah, that's going to be enough. Nicely done. That's just calling out the jump right there too. Understanding, okay, I'm trying to get out that corner. The jump comes out, the up tilt is there to meet you. So well done from Suit.
Yeah, good stuff. That match definitely could have gone either way. It was really neck and neck. I think that neutral beat Gimp was just super crazy, gave him a lot of momentum because he was kind of getting worked with the with Suit's Mithra. He wasn't really able to find an answer, but like I said, edge guarding Pyra Mithra is really easy. It feels like every character has a good universal option to deal with their recovery, and apparently Gun is Joker's outside of just counter.
Yeah, that was sick. Very, very good stuff. I mean, it's kind of like you got sometimes glass cannons, right? Like you're just so powerful on stage. Sometimes off stage, you got to be a little susceptible to kind of balance it out a little bit. I still think Joker has a good recovery. I prefer Joker's tether recovery, though, to just a raw recovery with the Arsene. You know what I'm saying? It's a little, because it's just kind of coming straight. I mean, it'll come at different angles for sure, but at the same time, it's a little easier to just kind of snuff out and hit.
Yeah, you don't see him getting gimped out of it too often, but of course the Arsene recovery, no hitbox on it, so you're just a floating duck. You're basically DLC Pichu in that moment, so there's a lot of things that can just go wrong for you. But yeah, not sure which player is coming up next for the Quinnipiac side, but I think if Suit keeps this momentum, I could definitely see him taking another soccer team.
Yeah, for sure. He was playing really well. Mm-hmm. He's playing really well. You should want to keep that going, man. The Bowser Jr. Okay. Like a little Bowser Jr. Actually, I think my boy Zap is here too. Best Bowser Jr. NA.
Oh yeah. Wait, is that Florida?
Yeah, Zap is Florida. Yeah. I think Zap's in the building for the other singles tournament that's going to be happening.
Yes, and do keep your eyes open for that. There is going to be a stream for that. That is shaping up to be about a B+ tier, $5,000 pot. So if you don't get enough Smash action from this, we've got more for you here at CECC.
We love to see it. Right now, we're seeing, as you kind of pointed outside, like, hey, you think he can keep up this momentum? I'm going to say there's a good chance he can. Suit is definitely letting this Bowser Jr. have it, man. Has barely even taken any percentage.
Yeah, I think he's only been hit for like 8%. And like you mentioned with Zach, we've seen Bowser Jr. get crazy combos, especially like an up tilt stream. He can chain like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 of those together. And we're starting to see it. Some good stuff coming out from Grit, trying to go for it all with the up B. Not going to find it, and a great punish from Suit is going to continue that Houston lead.
Jeez.
Bowser Jr. Okay, the little Mecha Koopa kind of setting up for some sauce right there for Grit possibly.
Oh, I like the back-to-back dash attacks right there. Ooh. I think if you had just...
Oh,
there's some opportunities that stock should have been going, but that up smash will do it.
Still finds it. Mithra is a certified skinny queen because I can't believe that down smash didn't hit.
Correct.
You know? She works out. She does a lot of cardio. It makes sense to me, yeah.
She be swinging.
Keeps in shape.
That's what it is, man.
I do see back there, I see Bako doing some coaching. Again, very good Shulk player, probably leader of the team. Shulk, a very volatile character. I can see him being pretty good in crews. You know, you have a Monado for everything. You could definitely just steal some stocks with, like, I don't know, Smash Art, whatever. Like, Smash Art Drop Zone Fair. We started seeing more of that.
Oh, snap.
Oh, it's him.
Shiesty boy, let's go.
Let's go, Crody. Let's see what you got. I love the Diglett plushie. That's shockingly like wholesome for the dude that's in the Shiesty.
Oh.
Is he anonymous? Is he like the masked man? Is that what they're doing?
You know what? I'm not sure. Is that a ringer in there? Is that MK Leo? Who is that?
He's talking to him. He's like, "Yo, we don't know who you are. Like, can you lift the mask up?
At least provide us with some ID and give me something to work with here."
I don't know how to put you in. I don't know who you play. But I guess we'll all find out the answer to this mystery in a moment. All right, what character do you think this person plays? Diglett, plushie, Shiesty mask on.
It's got to be Falco or Lucario. I'm going Falco or Lucario.
Falco for like blaming reasons, or?
Of course.
Okay.
It's tough. It's tough, man. Do you hear me?
He said, I'm leaving here with something.
Exactly. I'm leaving with something.
I'm leaving with something
from round the way.
I know he got great music in those headphones too.
100%.
I should join his Spotify jam session to throw him off real quick.
We gotta know.
Disguised Oak. Oh, he is disguised.
Disguised Oak. Living up to the name. Okay.
Okay.
This is like a young, like, dude, this is like, imagine this is like a Professor Oak, like, backstory.
It's a Ganon?
Ganon, okay.
I'm either going to see something incredible or a disaster, and there's no middle ground.
I'm going to need something incredible, bro. You can't wear the Shiesty and just not show up. Also, great. I was going to say, you know you need your SD.
I'll say, like, does that work? I don't think so. All right. 3, 2, 1, let's get into it. Ganon versus Bowser Jr. Battle of the low tiers here. Of course, Ganon, crazy damage. Honestly, pretty good, like, hitboxes when it comes to those air-to-air interactions. I could see a little bit of that being a trouble for Grit, but right now we're seeing these huge combos, 55% answering back immediately, and Ganon with a very lackluster recovery, probably going to struggle getting back to the stage.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Ganon, you just kind of automatically know, like, all right, you know, those percentages where I can get comboed, I'm probably going to get comboed, right? It's just the nature of the beast, but what Ganon does make up for it with that is that crazy damage output and those hard hits that can slay stocks pretty quickly. Let's see if we can put them to use.
Everything just about even here. Grit getting tagged by the neutral. He's done a good job of avoiding those Ganon aerials because they are so powerful. He has to respect that space. But who is going to be the first one to take the stock? And Disguised Oak just taking it to him with that forward air.
Okay. Side B for the finisher. He was going for it. I'm telling you, Sai, he was looking for it.
You read it. You were right. Yeah. That would have been an incredible play for Houston.
That would have been the play for sure, but did not work out. So going to have to do it a little bit harder. Trying to go for that down air, looking for that big stomp, put those feet to use. Not meant to be just yet. Here we go. Stack up that damage a little bit.
All right.
Combos for days.
A little bit of a risky air dodge there coming from this guy, so still able to make it back, but that could have been a disaster if he had to recover. What's the read? Ooh. Great patience from Grit and Oak in that situation.
Yeah, honestly, that could have gone either way, but kudos to Grit for keeping the stock alive. Can we maintain? a question right now. This Ganondorf, for you guys who might not know, Ganondorf is definitely on the lower end of people's opinions on characters. I personally think Ganondorf's hype as hell. I see Ganondorf who do some crazy things in this game. So don't ever sleep on a good Ganondorf. And definitely, he's disguising a lot of things, but he can't disguise his skill because we can obviously see that on display right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely like not great, but he's got a lot of surprise options. Like that up B out of shield. It's. I don't think it's as big as Falcons is, but the knockback on it is like insane. And for some reason, Ohio had a lot of Ganon going on for the first couple of years of the meta, so I've seen this character pull off some crazy stuff.
Okay.
I've seen some pretty big wins. I've seen Mysterica getting cooked by Ganon. I've seen a lot of PR Doorstop getting cooked by Ganon. I've seen some things, you know. But that aside, it looks like Disguised Oak is playing pretty confident. This is definitely a character that could very much be victim to some counter picking here. Which honestly, I couldn't tell you 5 winning Ganon matchups anyway, but they could definitely have somebody on their team really counterpick it. It looks like we're gonna get Shulk, which if we stay in speed Monado, I imagine could be pretty solid. But I don't know. I could see Shulk getting kind of tripped up here a little bit.
Baco was on that stage talking like, hey, when the stocks are down, that's when my team relies on me. But they're pretty down right now, but it's time to get to work.
Yeah, I think it's 6-4 for the Houston side so far. So Baco definitely going to have to come in and kind of live up to that label of being the clutch player. Disguised Oak, is he getting coached, I guess? I don't know. I guess they're doing some last-minute coaching. Actually, this is interesting. So in like traditional Smash brackets, like mid-set coaching is not really... in most places, it's not a thing you can do, but it seems like in the crew battle format, it is very encouraged because he is getting triple coached right now.
I think it should be encouraged. It's in the name, right? Crew battle, right? This is not like an individual thing. Like your whole team should be involved at any given point. So, no, I mean, you can't let them sit up there for like 3-5 minutes getting coached. You know what I'm saying? I get 30 seconds and get back on the sticks, my boy. We got some games to play.
Yeah, condense it down. Make it a text. Make it quick.
Yeah, that's the way I operate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, Shulk versus Ganon. Again, another battle where like the aerial exchange is going to be like kind of who determines who's winning. Just because I think if he stays in speed Monado, just does a lot of like approaching fair and nair. Going to be tough for Ganon to really deal with it outside of like just praying for like parries and punishes that way. But I don't know. It's Ganon. You only got to be right a couple times to take a stop.
That is perfectly said, bro. Like, it is literally the difference between like, okay, like, can I get 3 to 5 hits in the KO, or like those 3 to 5 hits and I just can't finish the job? Which one will you be, Disguised Oak? From what I've seen already, I got no reason to doubt you. So let's see.
Yeah, Zamba had a tweet that changed my whole perspective.
Do share.
He literally said, "Why would I outplay you for 5 minutes when I could just outplay you 3 times?"
W.
Change the way I play the game.
Spoken like a man who truly plays a 0 to death character.
Sure does.
Here we go.
All right, yeah. Like I thought, those nuclears looking like a huge problem. Not racking on too much damage just yet, but how can Ganon deal with it? Even going for an aerial out of shield himself is not really that effective. Great patience, making sure he stays out of range of that Ganon side B. Don't want to lose his stock at 22%. Ooh, and the F smash in the corner. Not enough to kill, but definitely got Oak sweating.
See, I would have, if I was Oak right there, just because I was above him, I would have swung with a dare or tried to catch him with a side B. I would have tried to do something nutty.
Because that's how you have to play this character. Like, this character isn't good because the straight up normal options don't work. You have to surprise him.
Yeah, you don't have the advantage right here. I mean, as far as speed goes, as far as range goes, got to pay that respect to Shulk. So,
ooh, risky. You got Smash Not on against Ganon. Don't make a mistake here. Ooh, even that jab. Could have done it, possibly.
Credits to Disguised Oak still surviving and putting in some work right now.
Okay, nice. Trying to close the gap.
I like the kids. Okay, I see you. My man said, I play Ganondorf. That was godlike. That was such a good bait, too. Like, okay, I'll let you react first, and then remember, I got this crazy upbeat of just the Hulk flex up on you.
Is so strong. And even with Smash Nato on, Baco actually really struggling to take this Ganon stock. Not what I expected to see here.
Dang, Baco, what the heck?
Ooh.
The team looking at you sideways now, brother. What's going on?
But you said the team counting on you.
Oh, no, the team is still counting on you, bro.
Disguise. Oh, look, man.
Fight back, man. Fight back.
I will say, he has that shiesty on for a reason. He is not here to play with y'all.
Oh, he turned the wrong way. Okay, if he had just stayed the way he was facing earlier, would have been fine. Let's see.
Yeah, man, he's doing damage. Can he get off the ledge? No. Forward air gonna finally clean that up, but at 124%, one single mistake is definitely going to give Houston another stock here. I like turning on the Buster Minato. You've got a lot of damage to make up here. But can you actually get the neutral win? That's the big question.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a great up there. Nice placement from Oak. He has done more than enough right here. He has put in this work, baby.
Yeah, he's taking, what, like 4 stocks now, I think? He's doing great.
On the verge of 5, I believe. He's killing it. Good grief.
All right. It looks like Baco's kind of figured out a game plan, though. Just able to rinse and repeat these ledge traps, just cutting off so much space to those neutral layers. It doesn't do any damage, but it definitely has to be frustrating. But here we go. Yeah, not teching those, not even rolling, just kind of getting tagged straight up. Oh, that was sick. All right, almost gambling it all with that down air. F smash, not going to do it just yet. Had the wrong Minato on, but drop zone fair. Oh! Amazing tech from
Nice.
Baco. Incredible response to that up B. Great play for Quinnipiac.
That was actually perfect, too, because, okay, I'm going to tech this and then immediately make sure the up B sends you back out, just following the trajectory where everything's going to go. Good recognition on his part. Didn't panic either, just, like, saw his opportunity to strike, and he made it happen, man.
Yeah.
This Houston team is lit.
Yeah, they're good, dude. Like, that tech 100% saved him. He was super dead otherwise. But not only did he tech it, but being able to get the reversal and take the stock, that's sick. I like my homie just kind of chilling, relaxing, taking selfies in the camera, not stressed.
Catching selfies right there. That's a bold thing to do when your team is down.
It sure is, yeah. But you know what? Maybe we're wrong. Obviously, Baco did win. So, still got the team on his back.
Yeah, but he lost 2 stocks in the process.
Yes, he did.
It was not the dominating win I was expecting.
Yeah, not quite. But
yeah, but it is what it is.
We'll see in just a moment who he's going to be going up against. But Shulk, again, really crazy character, can definitely just steal stocks as long as his Minato management is really good. We've had Dark Shadow in our region, so we've seen a lot of high-level Shulk play for a while. And of course, if you're down in Texas, I think there was a lot of Nico going around. I remember seeing him go for crazy runs of Rise and Grind and stuff. So never sleeping on Shulk, but I'm curious to know who they're going to send in to counterpick the team lead of Quinnipiac.
Well, let us find. I don't know whom else is on the team, what characters they're going to play. So really, it's kind of like a surprise for all of us. Get to find out at the same time.
Yeah,
hopefully somebody who's pretty equipped to duke it out with a good Palu player, or excuse me, Shulk player.
Mm-hmm. I know they have a good Youngling on their team and Puffles. There's someone on here named Richter $, and I imagine he plays Richter.
Don't be fooled, man. How many times have we ran into Sonic King 99 and he plays Mario?
True, yeah.
It won't get me twice.
I remember there was a bracket. It was I was in Fighters at Evo, and I was trying to look at my pool, and this dude's name was Goku versus Frieza. So I was like, okay, so I can't go on YouTube and look up Goku versus Frieza. But you got me there. I have no idea who you play, bro.
He said, I'm invalidating all your searches right now.
He got me. I was like, damn, I'll never know. But it looks like we got Sonic coming up. Sonic, of course, going to be a prime featured character for this entire event because we all know the great Sonics is on one of the Fisher teams.
Yes, he is.
Very strong player. Won it all last year without too much difficulty. But yeah, Sonic stocks are very high. It's very rare to see a grand finals that doesn't have a Sonic in it at this point.
Yeah, when Sonic's is in town, you should kind of know how it's going to go down for sure. So we'll see how much Great can kind of maybe mirror some of that success. Hasn't had any success getting a hit just yet. That's the first step we need to overcome right now.
Yeah, he's really not getting any mileage out of Spin Dash, which is, of course, Sonic lives and dies by it.
Yeah.
It's just very hard to consistently shut it down, but Baco seems like he's got a good game plan. Great. Yet to land a single hit against Baco's incredible defense. Every approach getting stuffed out by these aerials. Finally finds something. Doesn't lead to a whole lot, though. We're back to this ledge trapping. And here's the smash Minato, so up B or anything like that would kill, but doesn't find it. Gets punished instead.
It seems like the Sonic fluidity just isn't quite there to the level I think he might need right now, at least in this competition. So I don't know if we can tighten up. Maybe some nerves on the stage. Not sure what's going on, but either way, you got to find a way to pick it up a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're onto something. One of the beauty of the neutral of Sonic is that he's able to mix up his approaches so effectively. There's so many different ways he can come at you, but Great just kind of seems to be throwing himself at the problem head first, and Baco's just chilling in shield. He's not even threatening with grabs or anything. to punish that. All he has to do is just kind of wait it out. So that's why we see Baco here at only 58%.
Baco said, I got nothing to worry about, man. He's like, slow and steady will definitely win this race. Ain't like you could time me out.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, seriously, good grief.
That would be legendary.
I think that would be illegal as well.
I hope it is. I really hope it is.
All right, well, he is starting to pick up a little bit of steam here. Great. You know, these hits are at the very least starting to accumulate some form of damage. Okay, there we go. Goes for it back here. Not quite there, but he'll get it on the second try.
All right, yeah, going a little hard with that jump Renato. Nice combos coming out. Tries to get the drop zone fair for a surprise stock because, again, Chalk can definitely just do that. Quinnipiac down 4 stocks to 5, but not out of this just yet. Shield Renato on deck, going to keep him alive for a little bit longer here. If we can see another edge guard situation, things get dicey for Great. Great has to find some way to close the stock out. Woo! That could have been a disaster. Ooh.
That can do, yeah, it is. That forward smash from Sonic pulls no punches, and neither does, well, my man Great.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It's like they say, everybody has a battle plan until they get punched in the face, and that's what we saw. Punched right in the butt.
That's big facts.
So that is going to do it for Baco, the team captain of Quinnipiac. So now that he is not here to, by his own words, carry the team, what will they be doing?
Hey, that's the guy that was taking selfies earlier.
Oh, he's relaxed, yeah. He was like, I don't need notes. I'm not looking at matchups. He's just happy to be here. You know what? Shout outs to my guy. I love that.
I like an attitude like that. It's just like, all right, I'm just glad I got invited to the party.
Right.
You and me both, man.
Felt that at so many events. I'm like, I'm just glad to be on the roster. You should be on this. I'm just here. I don't care.
We are here.
I'll do squash track. I don't care. Anyway, though, he's still taking selfies. His Snapchat streak's probably crazy.
Low key, bro. That one friend that's just always got the flame next to him. Sheesh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, some more deliberation. This team takes a lot of time doing some deliberation.
They sure do.
But I'll tell you what, it's got him in the lead so far, so I can't fault it.
Got him calculated. So, Sonic is a character where there's not like a ton of characters that really counterpick him, let alone, I'm not exactly sure who's on their roster, but that's a hard character to deal with pretty much no matter who you are.
Yeah, Sonic and Steve are two characters I don't think they have losing matchups. Like,
yeah.
even at worst, they don't have losing matchups.
It's kind of like shades of like Brawl and Meta Knight. It's like you don't really can't really stop him, you know. Same for Bayo, but no one seems to want to ban a character in this game.
Well,
so here we are.
You want one of them licenses? You wouldn't either.
Clock that T. Wait, I never thought about that.
I'm trying to tell you something now. I know a little bit about a little bit. That's it.
Today I learned. But hopefully soon I'll learn who this player is going to be. Look at their coaches. Is that Oscar? That might be the homie. Wait, is that SSB kid? I might have to look that up. He's good.
I'm not sure.
It's good people. But yeah, I guess we'll find out in a moment who it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be
Moat.
Moat plays. I did not look up Moat. I forgot. I think I saw them earlier. I just can't remember what character they played. I didn't do my due diligence on that. So I guess we'll all be surprised with you. But Moat is going to be Terry. Okay.
Oh, my boy Terry Bogard.
I actually have seen a lot of success with Terry in this matchup. I've seen Littles counterpick to Terry against Sonics a couple times. It works out for him pretty good.
My favorite set between those two ever was, I think it was like 2 CEOs ago. It was like on the Panda Cup one, that grand finals. It was like a 10-game grand finals. It was sick. And I do remember it was this very matchup. So I'm a big fan of Terry versus Sonic. See how these boys end up dissecting this one. It is a 2-stock lead for the squad over at Houston, and they are down to their final player in Quinnipiac. Am I saying that right?
Quinnipiac. It took me a year. It took me a year. I'm not even going to say
I don't even feel bad now.
Don't.
I'm good.
I was messing up. I was spitting on a microphone trying to get it out. It was not going well. So this matchup, honestly, the thing is that, of course, Terry can't really catch Sonic, but he can stuff out Sonic's approaches. Power Wave is great against Spin Dash. F-Tilt has that invulnerability, so there's a lot of places he can catch Sonic off guard.
Yep.
Like we literally just saw. It's actually kind of tough for Sonic to deal with that move.
I put on a lot of pressure right now. Terry doing an excellent job thus far.
Trying to find it with some power dunk there. Not in position for the roll read just yet. I think Great is just going to have to mix up these approaches because those grounded spin dashes are not going to they're not going to get you what you're used to getting.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, clearly not a novice, right? So you got to understand, okay, I got to switch it up a little bit. And just do something to kind of catch him off guard, right? You don't want to give him the same look and the same obvious approaches on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think honestly, if he just mixed in just some dash grabs just to kind of throw you off, because most people want to shield against Sonic because he's kind of always attacking them. But if you start conditioning them out of shield, you can really, really just start chipping away at somebody's mental.
Oh, up smash. Nice.
Okay.
That joint is strong. Got some invincibility on it. That is a tough move to deal with. It is the perfect way to take that first stock off.
Yeah, and like Nerdy Bird said, they said, hey, Houston, if you're here to win this, we need to see you prove it. And right now, Houston is doing really solid, almost SDing with the spin attack, homing attack. I thought we were going to see it. But really coming alive here, getting some great strings. Probably taking that stock if we found that back there.
Yeah, great is kind of settled in, man. This is definitely not what I was expecting to see out of him, given what I saw earlier in that previous match. But definitely feeling like the combinations are starting to show themselves a little bit more consistently. Seems that offense is finally starting to open up, even with Moat taking a stock there.
Yeah, so great on their final stock and about to unlock go for Terry after a couple more interactions, so things can get really dicey. However, that crack shoot doing such a good job of just controlling both the ground and that short hop height. Again, just really limiting Sonic's approach options, which you almost never see. But Great's got some damage here. We just need to see if they can find a way to maybe set up for an edge guard.
Yeah. Trying to do everything in his power to land safely. Oh my goodness, what a catch into a back air. That was gorgeous to spring. Not going to be able to clash.
Ooh, getting caught by the Buster Wolf. Definitely wasn't ready to deal with that. Shielding for his life in the corner, but able to roll through and get the F smash. Quinnipiac on their very final stock. Great, honestly, not looking too bad at 87%. They could easily seal this out with just a couple interactions here. And now Moat just kind of forced in the corner, kind of throwing those power waves out, just shooting. That's all nice, but now the Great is kind of getting in there. We're seeing a lot of damage racked up quickly for the Houston team.
Could be a very cheesy stock as well, too. I'm sure Great has no qualms about getting the stock through a little bit of foolishness. Let us see. Oh, okay. Nice. And, oh, okay, no, I was going to say. Felt like there was some potential for that forward smash to hit. Because it goes back to back on them. Nobody home, though. But look at this side. Just has completely closed the gap. This is very possible for Great to actually win. Back throw should be it, yep.
Yeah. Great respect on that option, too. He knows that Terry just got go and wants to try to do something with it, but wow, that F smash, so criminally under discussed when it comes to Sonic's kit. That move is so insanely good. That is SSB Kid. Shout outs to him. He's their coach. Okay. He's a great caster. I think he's going to be working the Open tomorrow. But yes, so Houston is going to go 1-up in the series. They are proving why they are a problem. They are saying we do not just need Nico to succeed. We are our own team, and they're doing a fantastic job. Now, as I've been told by production, we are going to go to a short break. Both teams really like to discuss, plan very carefully their counter picks. So we're actually going to throw to a break for just a couple of minutes here, but we'll be right back to finish out the set with Quinnipiac versus Houston. All right, everybody, welcome back to CECC Main Madness in Texas, sponsored by McDonald's of North Texas. We've seen some incredible matches here. Once again, I am Cy, being joined by E.
What up?
And we are here to bring you the hype on the mic. So far, it looks like Houston is up 1-0, looking pretty confident. I think there's been some rumblings around that maybe without Nico, the team can't really keep up, or maybe they're not as strong, but they are proving everybody wrong with that incredible display in the first round. So let's see if they can keep up the momentum.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Quinnipiac going into this game, too? What do you think they should do different, maybe?
Well, you know what? Maybe just kind of rework the lineup a little bit. I think a strong start would help them out a lot. Maybe I would honestly maybe send team captain out, like the Shulk player. I'd send him out first. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even trying to have him anchor. Send him out first. Maybe you get fortunate and get like a 2-stock lead, and hopefully the team can just maintain from there. You know what I'm saying? If you're the side of Houston, you're thinking like, well, Suits, he did a great job on the last one. Why even, change anything if it ain't broke? You know what I'm saying? So they might very well opt to just send him in again. And he proved to be a very capable Pyramithra player. So I got to keep an eye on that for sure. These are some, these boys in Houston, man, even without Nico, they are definitely showing like, look, okay, we still going to hold it down. We still going to let y'all know we still in this bracket for a reason. And I must confess, yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Suit did an incredible job, even despite getting gimped really early in that first game. Didn't let that slow his momentum down. Still took a bunch of stocks there. And, of course, shout-outs to SSB Kid, one of my favorite casters in the business. Super great homie. We also saw Disguise Oak do a lot of damage with his Ganondorf, taking 4, maybe 5 stocks in that last round. Potentially could even be the MVP, depending on how they set this up. But like you said, I think Suit's probably the best idea to start. I agree with you. I think they should maybe send in Bako rather than the Kitana. Not that Kitana is not great, but, maybe use Joker for a different matchup. There's not a whole lot of matchups that I think Joker really struggles with, like really just a handful here and there. But, yeah, you definitely want to go ahead and get a strong start. You want to send a message like, hey, we're still here to play. We still got a lot on our plate here. But, yeah, we're going to have to see how they respond.
All right, well, let's send these players up, man. Let's get this thing started. Houston again taking the first game. But that doesn't necessarily mean it'll dictate how the whole set goes, as we did learn in our previous encounter with UTA making that crazy come. I can't even talk about it.
Ooh, yeah, that was fumble of the weekend, unfortunately.
It was something, that's for dang on sure. But you know what? It is what it is. So let us see. I think that's going to be Grit, right? Mm-hmm. I think that's Bowser Jr.?
Yep. Bowser Jr. He's doing really good.
And Bowser Jr. was at some moments for sure. So switching it up a little bit with our lead here. I guess they're just like they want to hold off on putting the team leader in first. I get that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking like, how do we get the best possible start and then maximize it from there? So we'll see what Suit can do against Grit. Should be good, though.
This is also a little bit of a tough matchup, I think, for Bowser Jr. Mithra specifically can literally and figuratively run circles around that character.
Oh, of course.
Grit's going to have to make sure that the ground is constantly locked down with Mecha Koopa, maybe even just some down tilts to try to step out those dash attacks, which are just about unreactable. I don't care who you are. They're so fast with Mithra. But either way, it looks like Suit's starting us off strong here. Some solid damage coming out from that first string.
All right, yeah, you mentioned the Mecha Koopas needing to be on deck. Definitely got to keep an eye out for that for sure. And just see how he's going to be able to kind of hold this down, because once Mithra really gets going, it's just such a slog to just have to try and make the comeback and just slow her down in general. And before you know it, you start to worry about her, like, okay, how do I slow her down? Pyro's out there ready to just threaten those stocks.
Mm-hmm. And even though a lot of people, as you should, switch to Pyro to like take the stock real quick and go back to Mithra, Mithra's skill power isn't really that bad. If she catches you with the ledge the right way with like down tilt.
Ooh.
Wow. Beautiful side beam from Grit. Never mind. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Clutch play. Again, very splittable recovery. Incredible positioning for Grit to take the first stock after everything that happened.
That was super good. All right, Grit. Definitely this lineup change already showing some benefits. Just narrowly out of range for Suit to connect. Oh, my. You've got to be ready to tech those, bro. You got to be ready to tech those.
That was such a good reversal. And now Grit, honestly, kind of looking down an opportunity to find a restock here. If we can get Suit back off stage. Side B not going to do it, but the footstool trying to set up for something greater. I respect that, knowing that wasn't going to kill. Suit does find it with that back air, but yeah, Grit really, really stole those first 2 stocks.
Yeah, Grit was not playing around, and I think that could be kind of one of the things that shifts this whole thing around for Quinnipiac. Mm-hmm. Did I say it right?
You got enough of the value.
I was there, baby. I was right there.
If I was your teacher, I'd be like, okay, half credit.
I'll take it. Listen,
you got it.
All right, man. You reminded me of my high school days. Let's come on now. That's the real collegiate EE.
So they're just like, why is it Arkansas? I don't understand this to me.
Not Arkansas. Euro D. Oh, is that enough to do with the up smash? It is. What a statement right there. Great bounce back for them and a hell of a start. Bowser Jr. not disappointing.
Yeah, great start from them, especially that second stock gave them so much momentum. Led to a huge combo on that third stock, too, as soon as he came off that Angel platform. So, Quinnipiac looking really good. I think a lot of the people at the analyst desk were saying Quinnipiac takes it, but they take it in 3. They were definitely saying that Houston's going to get a game. I don't want to count them out just yet. It's only the first interaction. But if Grit's able to keep that up, things could get dicey. Because now they could send in potentially the Ganon with Disguised Oak. There's that. But I feel like Grit could probably get another stock or two before he's out of here.
It's very possible. It's very possible. I mean, it just kind of like, it'll definitely depend heavily on like who you want to bring in right now. Like, do we go with do we go with Great? Sonic player was, he's cooking up a little bit. I mean, you got some options to mess around with here too. The interesting thing about the last match that they played, they didn't even have to use their fourth member. You'll recall.
Yeah, we didn't know who it is.
Exactly. We didn't even get to the fourth member, okay? But we know all about this guy right here, Disguised Oak. Mr. Shiesty himself, as you coined him. He ain't no joke.
I mean, he's disguised. Hopefully, legal and, not a threat to anybody. But Diglett, of course, back on the setup. So we're going to be getting Bowser Jr. Ganon. Did they play last time? I forget.
Bowser Jr. Ganon,
I can't remember if they
did. I feel like they did. Everything just runs together in my mind.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Long days down here.
Long days, bro. But I feel like they did. But either way, they're going to play right now, so we're in for a treat. Let's go.
I do want to give a shout out to Great because at first it looked like he was kind of struggling, wasn't really sure what to do against Baco, kind of just barely won, but then he ended up winning the entire rest of the series. So,
he went crazy, bro.
Yeah, he really, really stepped it up and showed everybody why he is who he is and why Houston ain't nothing to play with. But still, 2 stocks to 3 here, 2 stocks to take from Disguised Oak, coming in with a fresh 3. Ganon is very strong. Bowser Jr., not that heavy, especially outside of the cart. Extremely susceptible to dying early outside of that. So it's going to come down to how well Disguised Oak is controlling that air-to-air space. We saw him getting a lot of mileage out of those retreating neutral airs, kind of like just short hop fairing in place, kind of making it hard to approach. But take all that away because 69% is the first thing that happens in this match.
Literally just threw yourself over there just to take 69%. That's crazy. All right.
Let me see. Oh, I thought he was going to get like an F smash or something.
Ooh.
Oh, he's dead.
How about a down smash side? We'll take that. Good grief.
What did we say earlier? Why would I outplay you for 3 minutes if I could just outplay you 3 times? That's all it takes.
The muscle man, bro. The absolute muscle man. You get a good read like that, and just like that, you're only in a 1 stock deficit now.
It's crazy there's been 2 interactions this set so far.
You are not wrong.
Okay, Mecha Koopa at the ledge, just going to wait it out. Good patience. Kind of in a weird spot here. Ooh!
They're not getting caught up. Yeah, that forward smash, it does hang around for a while.
Yeah, super active. Great play from Grit. He's got some nice tricks in his pocket there, especially like we saw in that first game with that crazy offstage kill against Mithra. But right now, putting on a ton of damage. Oak not able to make it back. Forced to burn his air dodge.
That is huge, man.
Yeah. 5 stocks for the Quinnipiac team just from Grit. And he even lived the up smash just as kind of like a final slap to the face for Disguised Oak.
True. All right, Oak, what you got for us?
Oh, big combos coming. Nice. 58%. I like covering with the clown car, trying to set Disguised Oak up for a trap. Still living a little bit longer here. This could go either way.
Talking about this Bowser Jr., maybe that weight could be a liability, but I am not seeing it right now. This is nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let him get another one now.
He's done.
Don't let him get another one now. Lord have mercy.
Dang. Grit taking 6 stocks off the Houston team with Bowser Jr. no less. I thought his weight would kind of like throw him off in this matchup, but no. That clown card, I clearly underestimated it because that was not just any character to hit those percents against. That was Ganon. Ganon, one of the strongest characters in the entire game as far as just knockback. But Grit was able to live on. Great DI, great knowledge of when to be in the cart and when not to, and his edge guarding was phenomenal. I love the coverage he set up, throwing the clown card out sometimes just running off with the side B to just threaten space. Not a whole lot of options from Ganon. Very linear recovery, very exploitable, and Grit knew exactly what to do and just had a fantastic game plan.
Oh, and Baco said, here, take this, kid. You earned a sip.
You earned it.
Fuel up.
Said you're crushing it. I'm going to take you to Denny's. Everything is all good.
There you go. Well done. Well done. Okay, wow. This, what a 180 turnaround for this team. Just let Bowser Jr. do everything, bro. Send him first every time.
Yeah, I mean, that was that was pretty heavy for them. So now I think they could either send back in Great, who was the Sonic player who did do a lot of damage earlier, or one of the mystery players that we have not seen yet. But either way, Quinnipiac is sitting pretty in this round 2. And just like I said, they're sitting pretty. So is everybody else in this beautiful venue.
Yep.
Absolutely love the Esports Arena down here. It's an incredible place to be. There's unlimited setups. You can never say I can't play in friendly. There's always something for you. Lots of games happening at once too. Of course, we got Overwatch, we got Valorant, and Rocket League, as well as Smash Ultimate. So lots of great stuff to do. If you at home are on a collegiate team, you should be here. This is my second year in this venue, and I absolutely love it. There's great stuff to do around town, great bars, great restaurants. It's a good time.
Can't dispute anything you said right there, man. Always a good time whenever you come down for Texas. And whenever you got esports in the mix, we have a lot of fun. All right, so I think that is going to be great. So no mystery player just yet. Maybe he's the cleanup man. Maybe he's the guy who can turn it all around and get the 2-0 for them. Or will we see another third game out of these collegiate squads?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, Grit is on a tear right now. Definitely not looking to go down without a fight. And if you're just tuning in, this is a lowers match, or as we know it in the Smash scene, a losers bracket match. So that means that this is up for elimination. Whoever does not take this set. Houston, they're up a game, but they are way down on stocks right now, 10-6. That's quite a mountain to climb.
Nasty.
And Sonic is really good, and he can do it. We saw Great take like 4 or 5 stocks in the last time, but he's got to start off against Grit, and Grit is just looking really solid. I would not be surprised if Grit took another stock before Great took that first one.
Yeah, this guy is really he really put them in a deficit. Like, just being unable to just finish off that final stock. He did not do them any favors at all. So definitely a lot to overcome right now. Grit, you need to SD. All right, there we go.
All right.
He got what he's looking for. I like it.
I like that. We saw him mess up the SD the first time he was here, but now we're good to go, and we're even switching to Windy for a little bit here.
New look, new me. All right.
I definitely respect it.
I'd rather stay the old you. Old you was good.
Yeah.
Just in case.
If you lose a Windy, you got to blame it on her. Be like, wow, I was really believing in you.
Never do the palette swaps, bro. We shall see, though. Perhaps it won't matter. If I'm Great, though, I'm just focused on one thing. Eliminate this stock before he can even consider taking mine out.
Yeah, both players kind of just forced to do a battle of the side piece here, trying to control that grounded space. So far, Grit kind of just barely coming out ahead, but nothing super crazy yet. Great follow-up with that homing attack, though, making sure the Grit is still under a lot of pressure.
Oh, my God. Oh, okay. That was really smooth right there.
Yeah, I like that jab block. Didn't lead to probably everything the Grit wanted, but definitely showing he's firing at all cylinders here. Let's see what happens to the ledge. Great down smash read. Grit taking yet another stock. He is literally running through the whole team.
Where was this Grit in the previous game? Like, who was that other guy?
Why are you in losers?
Like, there are so many questions that are being raised right now. Another jab block. These performances right now, goodness.
Yeah, he's looking just insane right now. Starting to see shades of Zap. I'll come out, I'll say it. He's playing phenomenal. Let's see if maybe he can get some more damage too. Maybe kind of controls the space with Cannonball, make it a little harder for Sonic to approach. But either way, Great trying to play this patient game plan, which I get it. You want to preserve your stocks, but we saw Grit just kind of never lose that last stock, and it didn't work out for Disguised Oak. So you're going to have to go in there and find some kind of option.
Figure it out. That's what it's going to take. But, I mean, for the love of God, you cannot let this guy take another stop. Stop the bleeding, man.
7 stocks.
Stop the bleeding.
Oh, and there's the F smash. Rage on it, too. So we're starting to get into bad territory. Force the air dodge here. Oh, great. You have got to find something. Maybe a throw. Maybe a back air or something. This is not looking good.
At this point, I'm just kind of expecting it. There it is, maybe. Almost. Not quite, but almost.
Is this the best Bowser Jr. the world's ever seen? No, because there's a back there for him.
All right, well, he still could make the case that he is on another level from anybody else who's on that stage with him right now after that performance. My goodness. What do you take, 7 stocks?
7 stocks.
7 stocks.
Mathematically guaranteed the MVP. They don't even have enough stocks to take for someone else to try to be MVP.
True.
So not only did Grit just clean up like half of the team's stocks, they still have their actual captain, who is Baco. So Quinnipiac is just looking really solid in this second round. I don't really know what Houston has to offer at this point. We don't know who the mystery player is, so I can't speculate on their skill level just because we just didn't see who they threw up in the roster.
No clue.
Yeah, Quinnipiac is looking really, really good. Now, if you're in this position, you've got 5 stocks left to take. You've only lost 1 player.
Okay.
Do you send in Baco, presumably your anchor, to try to finish the job? Or do you throw somebody else in the hopes that they still keep the lead up?
That's a tough question.
Because I've seen this go both ways where
I send somebody else in just to hope they, dust off another stock or two. Baco finishes the job. We go to game 3.
I think that's a good plan.
Boom. Easy.
Because we've seen it, like we saw with Beasley when he just ran through 8 stocks. They're like, oh, it's not that much more work to do. And Beasley was like, yes, there is.
Yes.
I'm about to win this whole crew battle solo dolo, basically. Oh, man. Skies Oak looks a little bit down right there. And understandably so.
He should look down. Put the shiesty on. I expect more out of you. Take it on and put on a regular cap.
We just did the good cop, bad cop. I was like, well, there's no good cops. But I was trying to probably struggling a little bit, but I get it. Trying to be supportive. You're like, nah, man, you messed up. But I respect that. You're being blunt. You gotta hold yourself accountable.
I'm sorry. I'm too blunt.
So
my apologies. So who are we gonna see next? Katana. Okay, we're gonna see Katana. It's the Joker player. Oh, but Wolf this time. Okay, they done re-ramped this whole lineup side.
Yeah.
They done changed the whole thing up on us.
A lot of mix-ups here, but Wolf, very, very good character. I think still a really solid character in the meta, despite everyone else that's come out to the roster. I think Wolf is just universally good. We have players like Jackal also in the building. Best Wolf NA, I would say, at this point. I think this character is just shockingly good, and people really don't give that character the credit, despite the results that he gets.
Yeah, I think Wolf is still really, really good. I think, one thing I think would cater or compliment a lot of players, if you had a Wolf as your secondary, bro.
Yeah.
In that secondary lineup, bro, in that slot, Wolf is a great character against certain matchups, too.
Oh.
Maybe our boy Great trying to let you know
Sonic
is not among them, however. Wow. If you could do that 2 more times, Houston still got a chance in this.
Yeah, that was really good. I love that we're seeing from both teams. Not only will they just get a jab block, instead of just going for a smash attack, they'll go for a whole punish on the get up on top of it, just to extend the combo further. Really great play from Great, especially with the positioning on that back air. So now he is down at a lot of percent here, but he's really starting to rack it up with these spin dashes.
Wow. He got a lot of commitment too.
Ooh.
Nice placement of that forward tilt. Almost knowing where he's going to end up at. Yeah, okay, those claws, unforgiving. You got to tech, man. Got to hit those techs.
Yeah, that down smash hitbox is just so giant. Of course, neutral air is such a good thing to just force you into those weird tech chase scenarios. So, Katana still playing is pretty solid. Definitely got to be careful not to lose this stock, though. It still looks like they have a good lead, but hey, you can never be too short.
100%. Okay, great. Would love to just get it to a final stock just to see what's going to happen. Back throw should be it. Yes, sir. What's the follow-up looking like? Forward smash, of course. I should have known.
Just a couple frames away from that connecting, too. Honestly, I don't know if I was going to do it. But, yeah, Katana really struggling to, find any kind of opening in neutral right here. Great is just kind of running all over him, no pun intended, just really making himself hard to track down. And even the exchanges he's getting are a 1 to 2 piece. No, huge wolf combos yet.
Nice. That was great, yep.
Okay, gonna up me a little bit past the ledge to at least give himself a fighting chance here. He does have a lot of rage. I've seen Wolf back here rob stocks from worse positions, but great not letting it happen. Great up smash right there, and he's really starting to call this back to the Houston team.
Dude,
it's not that bad.
If Great wins this, bro, what are they only down a stock at that point?
Yeah, it's 7-5. So he really closed the gap well. And this is why sometimes I send the anchor in first. Because, you throw that guy in the middle, but then if they get messed up, it's dang, now I have way more work to do as an anchor.
Yeah, this is the filler arc nobody was expecting, man.
Yeah.
They did not need this.
Yeah, only 40% separating them as well. Of course, if we can find a back air or anything big like that, the game will be set up. And avoiding all the smash attacks. My God, Katana wants his stock gone now, not later.
What a parry. Absolutely fearless.
Ooh. Yeah, really smart placement of that shield. He already knew that up smash was coming. So Great is just avoiding all of Wolf's options, just literally using that superior speed to just make these neutral interactions just as safe as he possibly can. Katana finding the up smash that is going to do it. So Quinnipiac gets something there, but Houston definitely still got a lot of momentum here.
Yeah, ate up that nair attempt too with the up smash. So good decision making on the part of Katana for sure. Between the Wolf, between the Joker, I mean, they each had their merits right now, but hey, Wolf got the job done at the end of the day. We'll take it.
Yeah, certainly.
One more player to get through.
So now I'm going to go ahead and actually pull my phone out and take a quick look at the roster from Houston. So we've already seen Suit, we've seen Puffles, or we haven't seen Puffles actually. We've seen Disguised Oak. So potentially we could see Puffles, we could see Richter $, or oh no, Great was the Sonic. So yeah, it's either going to be Puffles or Richter $. I assume Richter Money is probably the real Richter that plays Richter, but we will see in a moment who they're going to send up. Still doing some coaching here, of course. SSB Kid holding it down for their team. Baco trying to rally the troops over there. Like, hey, we have a lead, but we cannot afford to let that lead slip.
Let's not squander it,
Yeah.
I think they should be, what are they up?
I think it's 7-4.
7-4?
Mm-hmm. So 1-3 stock, and then bam, we're right back to square one.
Yeah, true. True. Anything can still happen.
Who knows what we're going to see? Do you have any predictions for the overall bracket?
Overall, I mean, them boys out of Fisher, bro. What do you want me to tell you? Bro? I mean, they won it last year. Team is as extra souped again. It's just like, and don't they have like two?
There's two now.
There's two teams. I feel like the title's going home with a Fisher team either way. But you know what, Si? I'm always open to be proven wrong.
Yeah, same
I'm always
here.
open to be proven wrong.
I mean, those teams are just crazy. One of them led by Jackal, Kiwi, and Mr. E.
That's
that
nuts.
right there is just such an insane roster. A hard to counterpick roster, too, because Pac, Wolf, and Lucina, they're all just really solid characters that don't really have that many hard losing matchups for real. And
Super
of course,
frustrating.
Sonics.
Yep.
But, we got some other great players here. We've got some people from my home state, Ohio. We've got University of Akron. Cytonics, really, really good Ryu player. I think he ended up somewhere around top 16 at a Riptide at some point, somewhere in that area. Also got Ferb, same thing, 17th out of like 750 at a Riptide, playing for the University of the Miami of Ohio team. So let's see. But Min Min is going to be who's defending Houston. This is a great character for a crew battle.
What did I tell you about those names? Richter Money? That don't mean nothing.
Sure don't.
It don't mean nothing.
Sure don't.
Don't pick who you pick at the end of the day, and he has chosen Min Min. As you said, a great character for crew battles. Good character to kind of dispatch a Wolf as well. This could be a pretty quick stock if he plays it correctly. Let's see how efficient he is with this matchup.
Yeah, I think Ram Ram is doing a lot of work here. Wolf loves to get all of his pressure from jumping, but you can't really do that because Ram Ram just cuts off so much airspace. And honestly, it's pretty safe. Even if it's shielded, of course, you have the other noodle to keep you safe just in case. But despite all that, taking a lot of damage, and once again, no one is teching that Wolf neutral area. These down smashes are very, very clutch for the Quinnipiac team.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's just not second nature this long into the game. You know what Wolf is gonna do to you if you don't if you get caught in that no tech zone. So
yeah, it's such an extreme punish. It's a bad spot even if you do tech.
Yeah.
Not teching is definitely not the answer. All right, we're seeing a lot of damage though. I have not seen the Megawatt come out yet, and that's what I'm actually surprised about. A lot of Megawatt Nair or, Megawatt F Smash, that's what I'm used to seeing from Min Min to, steal those stocks. But I think he's just really committed to Ram Ram. No throws either, so there's no Dragon's Breath. Finally, the Megawatt comes out. A Megawatt neutral is a huge problem, so we see Katana immediately respect it, backing off, not trying to, force the issue here. All right, this is a big opportunity. Dragon's Breath in the face.
Oh.
That is going to do it for Katana.
Yeah, that laser does not discriminate. Well done. On the side of Richter Money, brings out the Min Min, gets the win-win, and now we wait to see. I guess they're going to go up against maybe their fearless leader will come out to play now. Let's see.
Yeah.
No? What are you hiding from?
I guess he's done. I guess the job is finished. Probably just going back to coach. But Moat, again, very good Terry player. We saw that earlier. I don't know how I feel about Terry versus Min. I feel like that could get kind of dicey. I think Crack Shoot is going to get shut down. Buster Wolf is probably also going to get shut down to a point. So he's going to have to really be careful, do a lot of slow walking and shielding and reacting, because that normal Terry game plan of just running all over you and throwing those specials out to see what happens, not that strong against a Min.
Yeah, 100%. I think too, as well, when you kind of keep in mind like just the nature of how Terry Shotos in general just have to recover. Min just loves to exploit that kind of stuff, bro. Like, you make it a little too obvious on your recovery route, she's going to be right there to make it that much more difficult for you.
Dang, that's Mad Phantoms. That's Pokemon. That's Dragon Quest. I see you. Yeah. So they've got to do a lot of coaching. It looks like they're maybe looking up some notes on what Min should be doing against Terry. Honestly, I think her game plan pretty similar to all the other Min matchups. I don't think she really has to switch it up too much on what she wants to do. So hopefully Moat can find some answers here. You'd hate to see this lead slip away, but there's only 2 stocks keeping Houston alive in this round 2. Quinnipiac could easily take this to a 3rd game, which is exactly what our analysts predicted over at the desk.
Yes, they did. Thought it would go the distance. Looks like that very well may be the case, provided unless there's some sort of colossal collapse for both Moat and Shulk player. Like, I can't imagine this one. I think honestly Moat should be able to put this away. We'll see.
I think so too, but I guess we're gonna find out here.
But again, it's tough for Terry.
Yes. So, Rich News, down 1 stock, 2 stocks remaining against the entire 6 stocks of Quinnipiac. Can he make something shake? Yeah, good patience so far. Kind of hanging out underneath the platform, putting Terry in a weird spot as far as approaching. No damage on him yet either. Finally gets in, but just immediately rolling away, not taking those chances. God help you if you get down to a jab by Terry, at least do so much damage. And here we go, 35 off the first interaction. Even things back up instantly.
That's all it takes, man. This is a clash of 2 DLC characters, so they're both going to have their fair share of shenanigans.
Yes.
Might as well dispute that.
All right, trying to find something with the neutral, not leading through a whole bunch. And the turnaround, really setting up Richter money for disaster. Not enough to really lead anything substantial, but definitely got to keep him on notice. Seeing more of the megawatt, I think that's a good idea. Want to make sure you're stuffing those approaches out with something substantial. But yeah, a lot of work to do, 117% already.
All right, well, the damage deficit is definitely on the favor of, my boy Terry. Hey, man, I think fell out of that, so he get quite all of it. They've done a good job, too. Terry has of staying on the stage, right? Not getting tossed off, putting some easy edge guarding situations, nothing like that.
All right, yeah, waiting out those power dunks, that's definitely what you need to do. You're so far in the kill percentage, you got to be careful. But Moat still noticeably not in go just yet, so Richter has a couple opportunities to put on this pressure before it gets dicey, but now we are in full-on danger because moves like Buster Wolf and Power Geyser will easily take your stop from you.
Yeah, big time. All right, 128 on Richter money. Doesn't seem too deterred about that, still keeping the fight coming. Right in Terry's face.
Yeah, Ram just running all over Moat's neutral. This seems to be such a huge problem. But, of course, the up B going to take the stock. Great work from Moat. Now Houston a single stock away from forcing this to a game 3. Richter Money's going to have to dig deep if they want this 2-0 done.
If you want this 3-0, if you want this game 3, you're going to have to take it. And that's exactly what we have seen thus far from Quinnipiac.
We do have the powered up Dragon's Breath on deck because that throw did set Richter up for success. Got to be sure to win to pull the trigger on it. Wow, a lot of damage to that Dragon's Breath. Like I said, a huge problem. Ram may have just killed.
Oof.
Great edge guarding. Still not enough, shockingly. But a great response. Recognizes that Power Gazer was going to come out the corner.
Absolutely thought that was going to be enough to finish the job. But no, not quite yet. This Terry is living all the way. 152.
Yeah, now we're in robbery territory. This is your game to lose for sure. Got to be extra careful getting off the ledge. Power Geyser cuts off so many options, and that down tilt sets you up for a disaster. Thankfully, getting sent to the right side of the blast zone, so you got one more chance here, but Moat is going to not kill just yet with that dash attack.
I am surprised surviving that dash attack, though, but I don't want to think you want to try and take another one of those bad boys, but you will go ahead and take that stock, the 1-2-3%. It's just that easy.
Yeah, honestly, everything from here should do it. Power dunk, not just yet. My God, Richter Money fighting for his life, trying to keep Houston alive, but that should do it, yes.
I mean, third time was definitely the charm there, because goodness did he not want to relinquish that stock. Boy was like, I don't care what you hit me with, I ain't going nowhere. Well, until inevitably you had no choice.
Yeah, no shot there. So now we have ourselves a tied up set. Quinnipiac, Houston, 1 apiece. Quinnipiac did some incredible work with their Bowser Jr. player Grit. He took 7 stocks. That's insane. Again, like we just saw with Beastly, who took 8. So these players are here on a mission. They're going on tears. They're getting incredible runs. And now Houston really got to dig deep and figure out what they're going to do in this third game against Grit's Bowser Jr. I suspect they probably want to be really careful about when they put Disguised Oak in, because that matchup just wasn't looking too good for the Houston team. It looks like Quinnipiac still has a lot of fight left in them. Obviously, they've got Katana. Joker's hard to deal with. And so is their Shulk. So let's see what the Houston team can come up with in this final match of Losers Bracket.
Yep, we know this team likes to deliberate a lot, talk every single thing over, make sure the attention to details, are well treated. So that's probably exactly what you're seeing right now. Gotta imagine Disguised has got to be kind of like on a mission, like, look, I need to get back out there and make it up to my team. You know what I'm saying? Like, Disguised though can't be happy about that last performance. Nor should anybody in like the first like 2 or 3 matches, because he contributed to that 7-8 stock that Bowser Jr. went on a rampage with.
Yeah, and he did great in round 1, but yeah, round 2 that's tough. But hey, I mean, if I lose, I'd hide my face too. I get it. But let's see if maybe there's some kind of answer here. I'm very curious to know who the Houston team should start with. That makes no sense for the Quinnipiac team to start with anybody other than Grit after that incredible run. So it's going to come down to matchups, but who is their best option? Maybe Great. Maybe the Sonic is a good person to start with. I'm not sure.
You know, I almost think actually that's not a bad pick. I mean, because again, I personally don't feel like Sonic has any losing matchups in this game. And it's just a versatile character, you know what I mean? Like, you know, if you need to stop, you can stop. If you need to go, you can go. You got a lot of options to work with when it comes to a character that's designed like Sonic.
Yeah, a lot of options. No real stage you can take him to that's going to like screw him over or anything. So I would probably definitely start with him. Also, Great has done a great job. Oh, no pun intended, sorry. Great has done a fantastic job throughout the set, of course. Took a lot of stocks in that round 1. I think he took like 5 stocks to give him the first lead. So, you gotta start strong, because Quinnipiac is starting very strong so far.
All right, well, again, lots of deliberation as we wait for him to sit down and play the final game on the stage in Esports Arena.
Even their own team members kind of looking at their watch like, yo, where do we go, dude?
Yeah, man.
No. None of them really look like they have the zest for life, you know? I don't see a lot of excitement, just a lot of sitting. Meanwhile, Houston team still huddled up. I'm not going to cast them getting coached, but yeah, who knows who we're going to get? I couldn't call it either way, but my prediction would probably have to be Moat versus Great.
Moat versus Great. You know, I'm not against that pick at all. I think actually it's fine for both sides if you think about it. Low key. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Who do you guys think they're gonna send out there? Let us know. We don't have like our chat open or anything, but still, just let me know. I might go back and read it. You never know.
I might go check chat.
You never know.
Who knows? But gang, yeah. Either way, thanks so much for tuning in so far. It's been a very, very fun day. We're seeing a lot of really awesome Smash matches, and there's only more to show you throughout the weekend. Again, we got a lot of world-class talent involved in CECC this year. You know, we got players like Lima, Jackal, we got Sonics, of course, Mr. E, Kiwi, all kinds of crazy players just coming out of the woodwork for this finale. And I'm very curious to know which team is going to take it. $3,500 on the line for the team that takes first place. That's a great way to make some money just playing video games over your weekend. So definitely going to fight hard for that. Looks like coming down, of course, like we predicted, Grit is going to be on the Quinnipiac side. No reason not to start with him, of course. And Houston is going to be going with Suit again. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about this.
I flip prediction. I think Suit makes up for an embarrassing performance in the last game. And even if he doesn't necessarily win, he goes down the final stock.
Yeah, okay, I can definitely see that. I mean, Pyra can knock 2 stocks off like that. I could definitely see that being a huge problem. Also, Pyra's side B would really, really mess up Bowser Jr.'s game plan. Mecha Koopa and his own side B all lose to that move, and as long as like his movement is solid, the Suit, like it's going to be hard to even really punish it. So I could see Pyra doing a lot of damage to Bowser Jr.
Very, very possible, man. I mean, listen, you just get all that damage up accumulated, and before you know it, there's a forward smash, a fair, a nair, an up tilt, a back tilt. Look, there's like a million different ways Pyra can kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what she's blessed with. Those are the true assets of destruction.
Yeah, but it looks like one final coaching session from the Houston team. And I got to say, both these teams, they're very thorough. No one's just throwing caution at the wind. They recognize they got a lot on the line, and they're using every second, every timeout they can. So I totally understand here. But let's get into the game here momentarily. Grit versus Suit. My money's still kind of on Grit. I think he's riding a lot of momentum. But as long as Suit can take at least 2 stocks, if not the round, I think Houston will still be in a pretty solid spot as long as they're very careful with who they send in second.
Well, we shall find out once they start. You can start.
You know where the screen is.
Just sitting there.
You're plugged in. Tag's ready.
Do battle.
Is this for stage? No need to stand. Just sit. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Stay seated.
Don't be scared.
Buckle up.
Just dive head first into it. You'll be surprised what you can accomplish.
Just be brave. Believe in yourself.
When you run to the battle.
All right. Thumbs are up. And the match is starting. Okay.
I'm about to ban coaches next time. You
know what?
You boys be yapping.
Man.
All right, here we go. Game number 1. This is for all the marbles right here in a game number 3. And the Pyra Mithra. Like I said, I do expect a much better performance than we saw in the previous round. However, I'm not going to front. If Rick can go on another tear, take off another 7 stocks, more power to you, bro.
For sure.
You take off, I mean, you just with the initials about and take off 3, you've done your job as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, as long as you're getting 3, I think you're doing good. Great patience from Suit, blocking both hits of that. Shockingly not finding the punish for that up B. I've seen Pyra Mithra go for that a lot, but I guess Bowser Jr.'s hurt box is just a little bit wonky. Wasn't able to find it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. I like that. Let's swing out at disadvantage. We are not afraid.
You know, I'm remembering how this went down last time now. Yeah, Suit lost the first stock and then got reversal. Didn't tech it like 60 and lost the second. So I remember the neutral being pretty close, but Grit was just all over Suit when it came to the offstage game.
Yeah.
Is that side B I was talking about?
All right, plays it in. Not quite enough to do it. 176. My goodness. Percent all the way up there.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's just too high to even get a follow-up on that point.
And Suit has to be careful. Bowser Jr. has one of the strongest jabs in the game, so got to be really careful with the ledge. You saw the jab come out for just a moment there. Risky side B recovery, but it goes unpunished, and Suit lives to fight another day on this first stop.
He's got to be feeling good about himself, the fact that he's actually still alive, but after that jab combination, that will not be the case. Bowser Jr. drawing first blood and taking the first stock.
Yeah, Bowser Jr. is definitely a lacking character in the meta, but a jab that kills, that's a good tool for anybody. That's a crazy option for anybody.
Yeah.
Great cleanup with the forward tilt, though. I like the foresight coming out. There's a lot of big predictable hitboxes coming from Bowser Jr., so definitely understand why Suit is kind of looking for it a little bit, but he's not looking for where Grit is standing because he's getting tagged with these low percent combos.
Yeah, they are really starting to add up, too. Which, if you're Suit, you're just like, okay, man, let me just continue to just keep it close, right? I don't need to blow him out or anything like that. I just can't let what took place on the last exchange be repeated here. And he's doing a good job of not letting that be the case thus far.
Okay, saves his jump, doesn't get edge guarded this time. No repeats of what we saw in the last game, but the cannonball straight to the face. I like the option for Grit. And a great recovery. Genuinely didn't know Bowser could go that low to the last one.
Bowser's a fearless man. Or man-child, I don't know how you actually now you classify Bowser Jr., but
Fearless baby.
there you go. Nonetheless, definitely showing me a lot. Oh, that dash attack getting punished on shield. Gotta pay those options for Bowser Jr. a little bit more respect there.
Ooh, all right, 44%. Things really starting to ramp up for Grit again. Only at 109, we saw him live to nearly 230 on that last stock. So once again, Suit is in a weird position. Got to try to find a kill confirm now, not later, because we got to that weird window where shockingly Pyra couldn't get her follow-ups and was really struggling to take the stock, which you don't see very often. Ooh, that F smash could have been disastrous. Dash attack, not enough to do it. Now we're starting to get those weird percents. Of course, you know, a stray aerial or really anything from Pyra can do it, but will Suit actually find it?
All right, there we go. Well, he finds the up tilt, okay? So hopefully that is enough to maybe try and spark this offense once more. I'm seeing the confirms right now. I'm seeing the connections. They're easy.
All right, 82%, forced off stage. Thought we were going to reset the situation when she landed a little unsafe behind him, but Suit still got a couple opportunities here. The foresight coming out once again hasn't led to the biggest punishes. I've seen Lifter get a lot out of that, but so far Suit's just kind of getting them and just resetting the neutral. But maybe we can see some adaptation here. We cannot afford to let Grit take this first round. We saw the run that he went on. He did at least take 2 stocks. Maybe we can make it 3, because now we're about to switch into Pyra.
Yes, we are.
And that down tilt up air percentage. Here it is. Ooh. Grit has been able to get back to the stage pretty safely so far. That hasn't been like a huge part of Suit's game plan, but got to figure something out, because you do not want Grit to get that momentum to take Quinnipiac into a dub.
If the Suit brings this back, that'll be pretty darn good. Should be fine. How do we recover here, though? Oh, I like the attempt. Oh, he got him. Yeah, he should be done. Yeah, no chances coming back from that. That's the weakness of Pyra Mithra when she is off stage. Oftentimes, my friends, she can be a bit of a sitting duck. And right there, got those feathers all the way plucked to give Grit the first game.
Yeah, great stuff to Grit. So now we have a decision to make. Who do we send in to deal with the Bowser Jr. nightmare that is Grit? We saw what happened when we sent in Disguised Oak. It did not go well. You still have the option to send in Great. Again, Sonic, no bad stages, no bad matchups. Super solid. Can probably take a stock pretty solidly here. But you definitely want to have somebody that is comfortable in the way that they kill. I've seen Grit live way too long against not only Pyra, but also Ganon in the last round. So it has to be someone that is like confident in their kill confirms and their windows.
I would say whomever you leave on the board, 100% needs to be confident against Shulk.
That too.
That's going to be your biggest thing you have to keep in the back of your mind. From here, it's just like, all right, guys, who could take out this last stock of this Bounty Junior? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not asking the world from you. We're asking you to get that first stock off while maintaining yours. Who can get in there and do it for me? Whoever's the most confident, boom, send them in.
Yeah, we're going to have to see.
Gotta have the others believe in you.
You know what? Send the Midman back in.
I was actually kind of thinking that in the back of my mind, like, I can see that actually working out. Min Bowser Jr.
Midman did a lot of work. It was just, there were way too many stocks to take. They were so far down, but the Midman was working. So Megawatt is probably horrible for Bowser Jr. to deal with. I imagine there's not a lot of punishes, even if she misses that. But in neutral, that's going to dominate a lot of space, which Midman's really good at. So I say throw the Midman in, and then maybe wait a little bit on the Ganon. That's what I would do.
Okay, I'm not against it. I say we throw a 30-second coaching timer up. That's what I say.
Yes. Should get somebody with just like a spray gun and just spray the coaches if you're talking too long. Something. Treat it like a cat. This is going on
like a cat is hilarious.
Like, stop yapping. We got matches to play.
You either got it or you don't at this point. I would save Disguised Oak.
Yeah.
I don't send Disguised Oak here. I'm thinking, I'm gonna go with you, man. I think Min is the correct decision.
Yeah, genuinely, absolutely no shade. The only wrong answer is Disguised Oak. Okay. For this matchup.
For this particular, because of what we saw transpire in the last one, it got ugly real fast.
Sure did. Also, shout outs to chat. Thanks for hanging out with us so far. It's been a long one. It is 6:30, but we are still at it, still having some fun here. I see EsportsU shouting out Smoothie King. Those are probably pretty good, those smoothies.
I'm still waiting on mine. I mean,
they got to grow the bananas. That's what they got to do.
Oh, brother.
They had to till the fields to make those smoothies.
It would appear so.
Let's see. All right. And no one listens to me because they sent in Disguised Oak.
Hey, at least they sent in somebody. Let's go.
Now, I don't think it's impossible. I don't want to say the Disguised Oak can't take that first stock, but it was such a slog the last time they played, and I think Grit had 2 stocks, kept that one, and then was just on a nightmare run. So Disguised Oak has got to figure something out, but maybe Grit has to go back because he's not sure if he's still playing, but he is.
I'm telling you, this has to be redemption for Disguised Oak. That's the only reason he's up there right now. He's got to be like, you know what? I know what happened in the last game, but it's cool. I got a short memory.
Yeah.
All right? Let's rewrite it a little bit. Let's rewrite people's perceptions. That's got to be the reason. Or maybe I'm just crazy. We'll find out.
We'll see. I mean, the storylines for redemption have definitely been set up. We saw JJ's attempted redemption last time, but unfortunately just wasn't his time in winner's bracket. Still, he's got a lot of opportunities here. Still the 3 seed, and still probably going to do some great damage in losers, but it just was not his day. Let's see if Disguised Oak can figure things out. He's got to be careful, and at all costs, he should not leave center stage. Getting edge guarded by Bowser Jr. was a nightmare for him. Even at those lower percentages, Clown Cart can just, or the up B, whatever it's called, that just really ruins Ganon's recovery no matter what percent you're at. So he has got to hold the center down.
Completely annihilates and invalidates everything you're trying to do. And even when you're just swinging here, like your air dodges are getting ate up too. Forward smash, that would have definitely got that stock off. Tighten up a little bit right now if you're Ganondorf.
Yeah, 78% off the first interaction. That is a tough pill to swallow. Trying to find some tech traps there, but the neutral air out of disadvantage is going to save Grit for a little bit longer here. But let's see if Disguised Oak can do something here. Got to burn his air dodge. Forced to die. Not a lot he could have done about it. And Quinnipiac continues their lead.
It's almost like this whole crisis could have been averted by not sending in the Ganondorf play.
Yeah. I'm a text some people.
That's what all that chatting was about?
What did we learn from the last time? Look, we're already lapping percent. Grit's looking incredible. These Hail Mary smash attacks aren't really cutting it because Bowser Jr. is mobile enough to just kind of sniff that out. Burn the air dodge. Barely didn't die from that interaction right there. But Grit might go on yet another tear in this loser side.
Ain't no bite about it, bro. It's already been written.
It's happening.
It's happening right before our very eyes.
The prophecy is nigh. He might be the Avatar. He's asking all his past lives how to survive these Ganon attacks, and it's working.
I'm seeing it, man. I'm seeing it unfold.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fortunate. You are very fortunate.
Houston really, really needed that not to get too much worse. But now, Disguised Oak is in a pretty good position. Only lost 1 stock. I would consider that redemption for him for sure. Almost lost 2, but, kept it close. So now it is up to the Quinnipiac team to figure out a character that beats Ganon, which, spoiler alert, is basically everybody.
Yes. Let's see if they will swiftly send somebody out there to corral this Ganondorf. Now, it won't be easy, but you got to get in there.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough for Houston. But who knows? Maybe they send in someone a little bit easier to kill. I feel like Shulk outside of Shield Monado could definitely be susceptible to some weird interactions, and Ganon definitely has a knockback for it. I think one thing that Disguised Oak has not put into practice, Ganon should never be not killing you if you're teching onto a platform. There were interactions, I think, from like a throw or like a down tilt where up smash or F smash covers every option on the platform.
Yeah.
So he just has to find a way to set that up. We actually had a really good Ganon. We had 2 really good Ganon players in Ohio, and I would just honestly just be like, yo, I'm not taking you to PS2 because I know you're killing me at 50 on these platforms, So maybe Disguised Oak can figure something out there and try to get some stage control going. But other than that, looks like it's going to be Baco the Shulk, which is what I predicted. if I were Baco, I'd probably be really, really cautious about when I'm pulling out that shield Monado. You're not going to have that luxury of waiting to like 130, 140. That's just not how Ganon works. So definitely going to have to be really careful on how you're using that tool. But other than that, there's a lot of good options for him in neutral.
All right, well, let us find out. I feel like, this will be a little bit of maybe a measure of revenge as well for our friend Baco as well. 'Cause I remember that Ganon was giving him some work in that first round as well.
Yeah, it really was. But let's check out the redemption match. Of course, got to run off and throw that stock away. Baco has a lot of momentum on his side, 9 stocks to 8, so it's still pretty close. I feel like Buster Monado could probably get a lot going for him if he finds the combos, but so far it's looking real good for Disguised Oak.
Yeah, he's getting some big hits in there right now, but obviously with that shield Monado just going to end up just tanking us. It's going to end up tanking a lot of that.
Yeah, respecting the side B. Good stuff from Disguised Oak. Playing incredible right now. Only been hit once, and this is a rough recovery. They're not going to take it, nor is the drop zone neutral air.
I appreciate the attempt, I suppose. It was gutsy.
All right, yeah. I love that he turned on Buster Monado, and Disguised Oak was like, you know what, I'm done interacting. I've never seen Ganon run away from any character, but that was kind of funny to watch.
Now, sometimes when you put some separation between them, it's for a good reason. And again, even at a speed and range disadvantage, Ganondorf finding ways to flourish against Shulk right now. Jeez.
Great parry right there. Another tech trap scenario. Not going to lead to too much here, but Baco really struggling in the game. This is kind of their team leader right here. And so far, Disguised Oak has closed the gap and is still looking really solid.
Nice avoidance too, man. There's a lot of swings coming out from Baco that are not finding their mark right now.
Yeah, I like that. That's being past the ledge a little bit. Baco's still controlling that space, but what does it lead to if Disguised Oak still lives on? Oh, that was not the best air dodge. Kind of a forced SD right there, of course. Smash Monado drop zone fair was going to kill, but now Baco's in a good spot. Jeez. 83% just out of thin air. Great Monado usage from Baco. And now Disguised Oak is one hit away, and Smash Art is on deck, so what will he do? He will die.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. All right, well done. Well played using those tools at his disposal, switching to the Smash Art and putting that stock away. Even the big bad Ganon cannot survive that one.
All right, so where does that put us score-wise? 7-6? 8-6, I think, for the Quinnipiac team. So, got some good momentum. This is not terrible for Houston because, of course, Grit didn't go on that run, so they're still keeping it really competitive. Against Shulk, though, who would I send in? I kind of still think Min Min should go in here.
I think Min Min or Sonic would be acceptable.
Yeah.
Right?
Neither one is really bad, but I think they are prone to saving Min Min as their anchor. I mean, we didn't even see the Min Min in the first set, or the first round, so probably going to just keep that tradition alive, go straight to Sonic and then to Min Min. Honestly, their order hasn't changed, now that I think about it. They've just they're committed to what they're doing here.
They got something figured out. They're like, all right, let's just roll with it.
And coaching.
I'm changing their name to the Infinite Yappers. Right.
Domain expansion, Infinite Yapping. That's what's happening.
Actually, that would be good. That would look good on a t-shirt. I'm not going to look out.
Get the merch people up. All right. Come on, Baco. You know what to do. I thought. You got it.
Baco's big chilling. He's like, well, I got to wait anyway. So.
Well, guys, you know what? Chat, who do you think is going to win this final game? Let me get a 1 for Quinnipiac and a 2 for Houston. I'm very curious to know who's going to do this. Surely we'll sit down.
Oh, bro, just play him.
You know where the chair is. The venue. You see those people sitting and playing games? I like that. Let's keep it up. Let's ride that momentum into more games. Games. Please.
I'm not trying to hide it. You guys need to speed up. Like, what are you doing up there?
How's your day been? You just flew in this morning, right?
I did just fly in this morning.
Shout outs to you. Just trooping it out. Truly on fumes. Did you even make it to the hotel? Or you just came straight here?
I went there, took a shower, and then changed, and then came here.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. I came less.
Not too far away. I thought for some reason, I guess I completely disregarded that call we had. I was like, I could just walk there, right? And like, you kind of can, but like,
yes and no.
You kind of should.
If there was a sidewalk, you could.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
That's what I realized. I was like, all right, let's oops it up. And we were here in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, well, 5 minutes later, we're here too for the continuation of this game number 3.
Yes. And if you're keeping track at home, let's give it up for hour 4. So, Sonic starting off the damage with some nice borders here. Not going to lead into too much just yet. I think Great's playstyle is definitely just kind of like a hurry up and wait, like side B and see how you react to it. So we're going to have to see if that conditioning is going to come into play against Baco. But who knows?
We shall see. I do think Sonic is a good choice here again. I mean, we got the speed, and we know Sonic, no shortage of power and combinations with those hits. So just got to apply it and make it work. Should be honestly, should be pretty smooth sailing. Let's see.
For sure. Oh, all right. Great F smash punish on that neutral get up. And the spring.
Nice. Okay, that was clean.
Yeah, Great going to take a really nice stock right there. Only at 51%. Solid play for Houston. Now they are only down a single stock in the singles.
Yeah, that is actually huge. That deficit is nothing, too. I mean, you're 51, he's at 15. Like, you can still tack on plenty of percent and take the lead, take the stock. Put things back together right now, put it on even footing before it's all said and done.
I also love the way that Great he recognized that Shield Monado was on deck. He's like, you know what, let me disengage. Let me just kind of hang out and shield. Maybe you get a throw, it doesn't lead to anything. So he definitely knows how to play around like the scariest parts of Shulk's kit. And I like that he's not taking the bait. Baco's throwing out a lot of big aerials, but Great is just kind of waiting for him to land to be done or not going in at all.
It up. He's spinning, man.
They spinning, man. They spinning.
That's what they do. I like it.
Spinning.
I actually think Great. I got a good feeling about Great right now. I feel like the momentum is just heavily on his side. Let's see.
I agree. Even if he loses the stock, I think he's kind of put Houston in a great position to win this whole thing.
Yeah.
And that is definitely going to do it.
What was Blood thinking?
He thought he saw something. I don't know. Sonic just saw him in free fall and
boy swinging at ghosts.
Yeah, had to drop down and get the eagle on. Just take that stock.
All righty. Well, there you go. Don't let him get up. Make him stay there. Don't let him get up.
There is no earthly reason why he should leave the chair. I agree with you. You gotta start gluing him down. No time for potty breaks. Bring the coach into him. At least, less walking time in between the matches there. But Houston's back. Potentially gonna upset Quinnipiac without Nico. But before we get into that match, there's a discussion to be had. God knows what it's about.
Well, wait, which is this Katana? Okay, that's Katana. Trying to make sure. All right, so Katana went up last time and went Wolf in this.
Didn't go great.
Didn't I mean, it didn't. Wasn't the worst thing. Wasn't the best thing. I don't know if he brings back the Joker for this, but if I had to imagine they're sending him in here, probably thinking we're going to see the Wolf again.
Yeah, that's a solid guess. Probably going to see the Wolf.
There was a lot of lack of teching, which made it really easy for those down smashes to connect. Oh no, as well, it's going to be Joker. Okay, well,
okay, here we go.
Right. Don't screw everything I just said. We're working out the Joker, and we're taking it to Kalos as well. Interesting.
Yep, and 6 stocks apiece, thanks to Great once again put the team on his back. So this is actually a good spot for them. That means they don't have Grit and they don't have Baco, which are the 2 heaviest hitters of the Quinnipiac team.
Yep.
So Houston can definitely do this as long as Great is able to just keep that momentum going, like you said.
When your heavy hitters are out, this is when it comes down to the others. All right, you need them to step up and somebody pull off a miracle and help give us an advantage. Preferably a 2-stock advantage, but beggars can't be choosers. Just win the game.
Yes. I will say Sonic definitely taking full advantage of how big of a stage Kalos is, making it really hard for Joker to chase him down with this small percent lead that he has. I like the Katana's fighting back, trying to find a side B. You know, hey, I can't catch you for these combos. Maybe I get some passive damage. It's a good game plan, but hasn't worked out just yet.
All right, well, we got Arsene on deck, which is a big deal. Let's see if we can take advantage of that. Oh, wow, okay, I like that. Actually, yeah, just immediately following him with the up smash after pressuring him down there on shield.
All right, trying to chase him with the dash attack. Great parry on that falling neutral air. Not going to lead to too much, though. Again, Sonic can kind of just always disengage, just get out of jail for free with that spring. That's what we saw from Great. Let's see if maybe this forward air. No, nothing's going to come through. Great Rebels guard from Katana.
Good grief.
Oh, the up tilt.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that'll clean it up. Nicely done, all right. Katana, we got a good amount of Arsene left here, too, just over halfway. But not going to matter if you just jump right into a forward smash. So there we go.
Immediately evening things back up. So now 5-5.
All right. Well, let's see. Build some more of that meter potentially. Put some separation between them and playing that platform. Kind of holding it a little bit on the left side. Trying to find some openings and create them. It's all about timing, really, as Joker versus, Sonic definitely wins this matchup. But Joker being very creative and clever. Got to catch him off guard at a lot of points in time as well.
Yeah, for sure. I like the placement of that back air, forcing that edge guard to go in a little further. But again, Katana's use of Rebels guard has been really good. And now we have a mid-percent Arsene here. Again, great nose to just kind of disengage and sort of wait the stuff out. We saw the falling forward air one. I thought it was going to lead to like an up smash or something bigger, but nothing doing just yet.
You get an opportunity to get those confirmed, man. You got to lock in and finish them, maximize that damage. Because when you got Arsene out there, he puts out a ton of it.
But it looks like Great waited it out, just kind of stalled. Took his time, didn't want to approach. Definitely understand, of course, a lot on the line. This is losers matchup, so the loser of this round is out for the day. You guys already know how losers are.
That's it, brother. No doubt. Okay. Clean back here. What we got? Hanging on this left side, trying to. Oh, okay. I actually like that grab a lot, but we're going to spring away. Tries to charge up for the up smash. Nobody home, however.
Yeah, almost found it, though. Could have been pretty sick there. All right. His throws aren't really leading Katana to a lot. It's good that he's finding them, but he's got to find some way to just profit off it.
Yeah. If I'm Katana, I'm just like, dude, just take your time. Yeah, just like fish for back airs at this point, right? Like, just let these KOs come to you. Yeah, use the stage for your advantage. Bouncing them off there and into the blast zone. This time, don't jump into a forward smash and try and increase your lead properly.
Ooh, and as you speak it into existence, there's the F smash. That was definitely almost it.
What is he was like, you know what? I'm feeling a little dangerous tonight.
Yeah, what's the punish? Why not? I get it. But now we got Arsene here. Could be a big difference maker right here if Katana's able to find a side B, especially.
Definitely.
A lot of passive damage. Hey, and there it is. I think we're in the future now. We're just calling stuff out.
We are getting there, my friend. Oh, nice. Nicely done. That might do it. Yes, it will. Quinnipiac, the team who's always ready to go at a moment's notice, taking a huge lead. You got one person left, send them in.
Yeah, one man left.
That's it.
You know what to discuss. It's probably been discussed, I would assume, by now. But yeah, Quinnipiac looking good. And you even see some excitement in the players. You see Grit popping off. That F smash was dumb strong. I think it was at like 68 when that killed. So that's great for them.
It was like 80.
Well, 80 after hit. Yeah.
80
68
after
hit.
yeah. Yes.
So yeah, that's awesome for Quinnipiac. So 3 stocks to 5. Who will the final Houston player be? It looks like it's probably going to be the Min, I would assume. I mean, he's been their only anchor. They haven't really swapped out the team players or order at this point. So,
well, he's got 5 stocks to come and try and take. So get out there, kid. Quinnipiac said, "We are ready."
Clearly. They sure are. So, gonna walk back to the setup. Yes, fist pump. Yay, the setup. And we are still not gonna walk to the setup. I wonder what they don't know. I wonder what they gotta figure out. I mean, you know, it's been about an hour and 15 minutes. You've seen it all, right?
This is the last hope right here. Mm-hmm. It's all coming down to him.
Yes. It's all coming down to our lovely Min player. Hopefully he can clutch up and make something shake here, but otherwise Katana, who has left the setup again, is in a really solid position to take this.
Richter money.
Richter money. Richter money. He's trying to make some.
Is it time to get paid or not, my guy?
Let's find out.
Katana, back to the sticks.
Where are you? Hashtag where is Katana? Oh, is that an LED controller? Is it like switching colors? That's kind of fire. Look at that Procon, dude. On the right side, that's crazy.
That is nice.
Huh.
I like that.
Damn, where'd you get that? Probably Nintendo concentrated, I guess.
Just sit down.
You know where it is. You didn't lose the controller. It's even plugged in. And also, it's their counter pick. There's something to discuss. You don't control the stage.
Or do they?
Do they?
Ha Oh, hey, what's up?
I was just crouching. So, yeah, man.
That was impressive, by the way.
Yeah, you know. You know,
give it up.
All right, let's get to it. Let's see. Oh, we did have a switch up. We got Puffles and Younglink. Okay. I've been wondering about this player.
Okay, so it was Puffles. Got it. The jerseys, they all look the same. I couldn't tell.
Yeah. All right, Puffles, let's get into it. I love Younglink. This is a fun character. And 46% as soon as the match starts is a great response for Houston in this deficit.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You're going to want to put on damage hard, quick, and fast. Again, you got only 3 stocks to claim 5. That's going to take a lot.
But Puffles playing pretty fired up. Cannot afford to get back here though. Even on Kalos, that's a terrible, terrible place to get hit with the move as strong as Arson back here. But Puffles playing around it pretty well.
Yeah, it's going to really test how your patience is in dealing with a zoner like Younglink. Because it can definitely be frustrating when there's just a million things coming at you at once. But one thing that Joker will have on his side is, well, he has Rebel's Guard. Yeah, but I was going to say, this is Kalos too, my boy. You should still be scrapping, but it's all good.
Well, all right.
Make the most out of it, I suppose.
Serendipitous play of events for Puffles. 91%, not too bad. I like that he's mixing up his zoning and then just kind of like shutting him out with frame data with that neutral air. Younglink neutral air is crazy. It's like frame 3, it kills and combos and pressures. It does really everything to this character.
All right, well, Arsene can do a lot for Joker too, but not getting a chance to utilize it. You're just, okay, you got to slow it down. Like, you're literally just running head first and just taking a ton of damage with no plan in mind. Slow down the gameplay.
You also have a projectile gun.
Yes. You have options, my friend. Let's find them.
Yeah. In other news, it looks like Puffles honestly making a great argument for Houston.
Nice. There we go.
Very clutch back here for Katana. Definitely needed that. Could have been 2 stocks quick, fast, in a hurry. But now Houston, 2 stocks left here. I like the pressure with the jabs and the boomerang. Really making Katana just sweating that shield. Great Rebel's Guard.
There we
cutting
go.
off those hit confirms. Getting some more Arsenal deck. That's what you need. But you got to build some momentum here because Puffles is playing fantastic.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's get the side beat. Yeah, this is going to be really, really tough. Nice. Great work from Puffles. Okay, 2 stocks to 3. And we are in the throes of it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, after this series, we are down to our final player. And Oscar even fist bumping him like, yo, you should have blocked.
Get off the... Yeah.
So, now Quinnipiac is sending in Moat the Terry to deal with Puffles the Younglink. Of course, as is customary, they will both leave the setup before we start the match.
Bro.
They both say, the last thing I want to do right now is play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. Let's check in. How's the wife? How's the kids?
Did you get that promotion you wrote for?
Yeah, I know you were fighting hard.
Yeah, you didn't leave the office.
Yeah. You let your PTO roll and expire, you know? They don't deserve you over there.
They don't deserve you, kid.
No.
All right? But we do.
Yeah.
So get in there and slug it out.
We deserve you at the setup.
We do.
So,
Like we're coming
predictions. Who do you think is going to do it? Do you think it's going to be Puffles, or do you think it's going to be Moat that takes this?
It would have definitely helped a lot if Katana was able to get one more stop for sure. But, I mean, again, just all that damage just being bop, 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 accumulated. Just running into it didn't really help a little bit, but it's all good.
Yeah, didn't down me, didn't shield, didn't move.
Yeah, I mean, I understand wanting to close that gap really quickly, but, I mean, that's a lot of space to work with on Kalos. So, you know, sometimes just slowing it down to a crawl can be very helpful, but it's all Gucci at the end of the day. This is what we have, a one stock difference. Terry, Young Link, this ends it all right now. Let's figure it out. It's over either way. Let's go.
All right. Who is going to be the winner? Again, chat, give us a 1 for Quinnipiac, give us a 2 for Houston. Puffles taking a ton of damage straight to the face. 54 fresh off that platform for Moat. Terry's a high damage character, and Young Link not the heaviest, so Puffles going to have to be really careful with how he picks his shots.
Yeah, as long as Moat just picks those moments and doesn't rush anything, he's going to be just fine with a stock lead. I mean, you know, it's just basically about don't get frustrated.
Yeah, don't let that zoning get into your head. Puffles is, of course, using a lot of Boomerang. Boomerang is an incredible move. Sets up for a bunch of combos, prevents Terry from just kind of like approaching wildly, which we just saw. You can't just wildly run in that move because it costs you the game. Nice combos coming from Puffles. Not going to find the dare on that platform, but definitely got a little bit nervous.
Oh, nice. Okay. 111%. Cooking right now. Throwing out that power wave. Trying to get behind. I like the idea behind it. Oh, my goodness. All this pressure right now. Be careful. You don't want to do too much and find yourself having to recover.
Yeah. We've even seen a shield break if you want careful. Mm-hmm. Puffles at 111% respects that he's got to be careful here. Jab, jab, power dunk not going to come through. I'm not sure if he was able to SDI past him or if the bomb interfered, but Puffles going to live on a little longer.
Yeah, Puffles making it work right now. Oh, but leaves himself unguarded for just a moment, and sometimes that's all it takes. And now Moat, one stock away from greatness.
Yeah, just one stock. And I like that Moat is kind of counter zoning with the power wave a little bit, making Puffles kind of like hesitate on the ground side.
Yeah. Quinnipiac in firm control over this Houston team, which almost seemed to...
Not like it. Oh, okay. He made it back. He made it back.
If it happens, it happens, you know. But don't let it end like that. You're right. Not on the big stage. Make them earn that stock. Nice combination. Still not enough, though. Great keeping this thing moving, but that's nice. Definitely end it. Yeah, that's there. Finding its mark. Here we go.
Yeah, we're going to need to see some just exceptional stuff from Puffles if they want to keep Houston alive in this. But no matter what happens, it's been a great set for both teams. You see some crazy stuff coming out from all these players. So, you know, nothing to go home and feel bad about no matter who takes this. But let's see if Moat can close things out.
Oh, okay.
Bunny! Running up the clock is what we're seeing here.
That's what it is.
All right. Good damage.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh.
I like that pickup, actually. Oh, that up air would have been so sick if it actually was able to connect. I did like the thought process behind it, though. Puffles definitely with a good mind for some of these combo attempts.
There it is.
There's a huge dare. Okay. We are not out of the woods just yet. A two-stock lead has been whittled down to just one.
Yes, one single stock separating them, and Young Link is a monster for racking up damage to those low percent combos, so the gap is honestly not really too big here. Moat could be getting a little bit flustered here. You gotta keep your cool with all these crazy projectiles coming from Young Link.
You gotta stop, he's just rinsing and repeating right now. Like, you've got, bro.
Oh my God!
Yickety yikes.
Oh, that's game! Houston does it! Insane comeback from the Houston team. Wow. Puffles is their GOAT. They said don't forget his name. There's a reason you haven't seen him on the stage, is because we haven't needed him yet. But now, finally, after everything that we've been through, Houston takes the set. Unfortunately, Quinnipiac going to be out of there, but incredible play from Puffles. He was looking down a 3-stock and brought that all the way back and took it home for the Houston squad to fight on the rest of the weekend. Incredible stuff to him.
Some people are built to win on the stage. Some people aren't. And I'm not saying Quinnipiac wasn't built to win, but they definitely squandered the hell out of that one, bro. That should have been all she wrote. It's unfortunate it didn't go down like that, but let me tell you, that Houston squad, they were out to prove something, man. Nico or no Nico, they said we got plenty of heart. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, and that's so great for the storyline, too. Obviously, you're in Texas, so you want to rep your state as hard as you can. You've heard the rumors, and you're just knocking them all over. You're just spelling all those rumors, saying, we are here, we know what we're doing. And honestly, I can't wait to see more Puffles this weekend because those last 2 stocks were fire. Crazy combos coming out of him.
Yeah, those were disgusting. Well done to them. Again, having to play it all the way from behind. Seemed like the deficit was going to be too deep to crawl out of, but no, there was just no quitting this team. So, well, at least all that chatting amounted to something, Si. They got the job done. Well done.
Yes, it sure did. Whew. So, presumably pretty soon here, Hercules is going to come up and interview the winner. Honestly, if I were her, oh yeah, going to interview Oscar. Okay, I feel that. But yeah, we should be throwing in the main stage for you in just a moment, and you're going to get to hear some words from their victory lap.
I mean, yeah, I would like to definitely hear from the players for sure. All right, Herc, take it away.
Houston, we do not have a problem after that win. Oh my goodness. Puffles, we gotta talk about those last few moments, man. What were the emotions and what was it like? How did you stay calm during a situation like that?
I usually have a lot of trouble staying calm, but I know everyone in the team, they all believe in me and they all really want to continue forward. So I just try to keep that in mind while I play.
Before in our opening interview, I talked to your teammate a little bit, and he did say a lot of people tend to doubt you guys, right? And do you share in some of that doubt sometimes? Does it make you nervous, or is it like full, cool, calm, and collected, full strength belief the entire way?
I mean, there's some really strong teams here, but I think if we play well, we can do it.
Oh, I love it. Honestly, I love the positivity of Houston. You guys are so incredible. And of course, guys, we have the coach over here with us. Walk me through your emotions, because I heard you only get to talk to them in between matches. What does that kind of feel like?
Yeah, so we don't get a lot of time to talk before the set, especially because we had just played a really tight Game 3 set right before this too. So having like 5 minutes before the set started to talk, and then just little tidbits of information. I mean, it's not just me, it's also, the assistant coaches that we have as well to kind of just help us, especially with very character-specific matchups.
Well, I love that. And I guess one last question. What is it like to see your boys have success like this on LAN?
I mean, it's so great. I mean, the fact that, we were here last year as well, but it was a much different team. Only two of the players here were also here last year, and they were more, Puffles being one of them. They're more rotational players, and now they have to take really big roles, and seeing them step into that, growing as players and as people, it's just really nice to know that the hard work and just the belief in them is paying off.
Well, it absolutely paid off in this one, and congratulations again to the both of y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.